In this video, I will compare the damage of the car from BeamNG Drive and the real scale model of Nissan GTR R34, which I made with my own hands using Plasticine. We will see the difference between the computer simulation and real damage on the scale copy of this Nissan. It will be interesting to see how much the Plasticine damage will match the realistic in BeamNG Drive. There will be 3 collisions in total, in the front, rear, and side, simulating a collision with a pole. It may seem to you that I am deceiving you and I bought this Nissan model and did not make it myself. But you can watch the full detailed video of how I made this Nissan GTR R34 from Plasticine with my own hands. The link to the video will be in the description. So let's get started. First, I will launch the Plasticine Nissan into this wooden block and see how badly it breaks. This is what the damage on the Plasticine car turned out to be. It didn't turn out as epic as in the previous video about Mitsubishi, but it's not bad either. The left side of the car was damaged, the bumper, wing, and hood were bent. It doesn't look bad. I like how the damage turned out. Let's see how the engine was damaged. This is what we see under the hood. The radiator has shifted close to the engine. And this is what the damage looks like from underneath the car. I spent 170 hours of work to make this car and just smash it in seconds. I hope you will support my work with a like and a subscription to the channel. This is how the damage to the car from Plasticine turned out. Now, let's see what will happen in BeamNG Drive. We get this result. The damage looks similar. The front part is bent in about the same way, which can't be said about the bumper that went through the wheel. It should have bent too, but the damage simulation doesn't always work perfectly. Let's pay attention to the scratches and cracks from the paint on this wonderful Plasticine model of the car. They are clearly visible and they give naturalness and realism to the damage. Let's look at the beam. Unfortunately, there are no scratches in the game yet. But if there were, then the damage to the cars would be even more realistic. Now we will move on to the second collision. The collision was weak. I want to achieve stronger damage to compare with BeamNG Drive. So I start the car again. Now that's what I needed. The damage is strong, just as I planned. The whole right side is completely broken. The Plasticine damage looks soft. This big bend in reality would be much sharper and rougher. The damage didn't go further than the wheel. The wheel was slightly bent from the collision. The trunk was pressed into the car. This is what damage is done to a Plasticine car. And this is what it looks like from below. Now let's see what will be in the beam. Wow, this damage looks so cool. I like how the back is deformed in the game. It looks realistic. It really lacks scratches. Let's see how much the damage looks like Plasticine. They look different, but they have one thing in common. They were broken in the back and on one right side. But despite this, Plasticine imitates damage very well. It's a shame I can't just restore this car and crash it over and over again. It turned out very cool. The Plasticine Nissan received very realistic side damage. The door dent is large. From below we can see how severe the damage is. Now it will be interesting to see what BeamNG Drive will show us. This is the result the game showed. The damage is similar. The door was bent in the same shape. The roof was slightly damaged. only the threshold on the Plasticine car was bent differently. But the rest is similar. Based on our comparison of damage to a scale clay car and a computer simulation in BeamNG Drive, we can say that in general the degree of damage is similar, but if we compare in detail, there are differences. And as for clay, the damage is not bad at all, and the game really lacks scratches, but what cannot be taken away is the deformation of the body. No matter how you look at it, it still looks very cool. Now this clay model is stored on the shelf of all my broken clay cars. This is the comparison I got. I hope you liked it and it was interesting to watch. Subscribe to the channel. I have a lot of videos about clay cars. And the next video will be about a Lamborghini Gallardo made of clay. I have almost finished making it. So subscribe to my channel and like it. Thank you for watching my video. See you in the next ones. Like it and bye everyone.